1868, a group of butchers purchased 81 acres of submerged and waterlogged tidelands from the state of California to establish a butcher's reservation for slaughtering animals. By 1877, all 18 of the city's slaughterhouses had relocated to the Bayview sector of San Francisco. Related industries quickly followed. Tanneries, fertilizer plants, wool pulleries, and tallow works joined the industrial community of the area that San Franciscans would call Butchertown. The greatest number of neighborhood residents worked in the surrounding industrial plants of the area. Though some residential development had preceded the butchers' move into the area, sustained development of land was a result of the jobs the Butchertown industries created. There were packs of wild dogs that roamed the area and lived off the scraps from the slaughterhouses in Butchertown. Neighborhood contains architecturally and historically significant workers' cottages, factories, warehouses, and public buildings constructed between 1860 and 1945. It is one of the few neighborhoods to survive the 1906 earthquake and fire, and it is gateway to the oldest, largest, and most intact historical industrial complex remaining in the city, the former shipyards and mills on the waterfront at Pier 70. Let me tell you a story about the dog patch. There was not exactly a fair deal that went down. Gotta make your bed, get to class, fix the car, and make your dress. Put your time. Where are you from? Take your ship, sail the ship, build a boat, ride the trolley, write a receipt, pour the coffee, Butchertown. Ride a bike, drive a car, drive a truck, build a house, put on a roof. Where's your truth? Speak your truth. Where are you from? Gotta make your way to survive. Originally dominated by grassland and tidal marshland, Bayview, Hunters Point, has a unique history for its transformation into an urban industrial neighborhood while segregated from the metropolitan area. Slaughterhouses and their associated industries in the 1800s and shipbuilding in the 1900s drove its urbanization. Subsequent extensive toxic pollution, loss of industry jobs, and racial segregation in the 1960s and 70s resulted in urban decay. Primarily composed of tidal wetlands with some small hills, the area was inhabited by the indigenous Ohlone people prior to the arrival of Spanish missionaries in the 1700s. For the next several decades, it was used as pasture for cattle run by the Franciscan monks at Mission Dolores. Point, where Pier 70 sits on San Francisco's eastern waterfront, was the most important center of western U.S. heavy industry for well over 100 years. It's almost 70 acres in size. The long wharf, made of timbers that at one time extended from 20th Street into the bay, is now mostly gone. The Aragon, the first steel-hulled ship launched on the west coast, was built at Union Iron Works at Pier 70. The USS Charleston, Olympia, and Oregon played a role in the Spanish-American War and were also built here, along with several outer-class submarines. It was the primary naval shipyard on the West Coast during World War I. During World War II, the yard produced 72 military vessels, and approximately 2,500 damaged ships were repaired. The naval shipyard repair continued through the Vietnam War. During the 1960s, Bart's Transbay Tube was fabricated at the facility. Gotta build a house, put on a roof, build a bridge, or speak the truth. Where are you from? Gotta make your way and survive. Gotta build a boat, sail the boat, catch the fish, clean the fish.